everyone, it's Darkseeker here again, welcome back from the video. Now you could tell it's a Road to Legend video because there's music playing in the background. I hope you enjoy it, I hope it chills you out. So if you've been following my videos over the last week or so, you'll know that I've been moving between rank 1 and rank 2 on the Diamond ladder, struggling to get to Legend because every time I'd get to the final boss, before Legend, it'd usually be a Quest Mage that would beat me and push me back down the ladder. So I decided to play Discardlock. But this version of Discardlock is different to any version I've played before because it runs Boneweb Egg, which is a new card from the Scholomance expansion. Quite excited to try it out. But most importantly, it runs Loatheb. And Loatheb can be absolutely crucial in a Quest Mage meta. So, how good was Loatheb for me? Well, as you can see, Expired Merchant, who can give you 2 copies of Loatheb back to hand, that's pretty critical, pretty crucial. In terms of slowing down the Quest Mage, stopping them from playing those spells that help them complete the quest, or stopping them from playing Time Warp, full stop. So with Loatheb, it really is all about timing as to when you play him, figuring out the opportune moment to get the benefit. So we'd played 1 copy of Loatheb, forcing Ray of Frost to cost 6. You love to see that. And in terms of timing, I think I've got enough attack power on board. It feels right playing the 2nd copy, because hopefully that just blocks him out completely. We even feel confident enough to tap. So double Loatheb, and all he can do in response is concede. Feels amazing. So the march to Legend continues. This next game is against a Warlock. So Loatheb, unfortunately, is not going to be of that much value here, I don't think. It'll either be a Discardlock or perhaps a Reno Lock. I have seen a couple of Reno Locks recently, or maybe even a Cube Lock. But my money would be on Discardlock. That is what I seem to be facing the most from the Warlock class. I'm looking at the Tiny Knight of Evil and I'm thinking it's a good thing to coin out. Don't know if it's correct, but we've got Fellstalker in hand. Seems reasonable. Ideally, we do want to hit the egg with the Fellstalker. Given that he taps, doesn't play anything, doesn't look like a Discardlock to me. So what are we playing around here in this game? We're playing around Defile then, if he's a Reno Lock or a Cube Lock, or some other kind of control-based Warlock. I'm not sure quite what's going on. Maybe he's on a train and maybe he's in a tunnel. And there's tunnel RNG stopping him from ending his turn. Time runs out. Yes, it does, sir. Time is very precious. Please end your turn. Oh, there we go. So we need to thank him for that. Anyway, double Tiny Knight. If there's no response to this, it can just get out of control. And look, I concede that Discardlock is very high rolly, very swingy. Sometimes you discard the wrong things. Although sometimes you can just steamroll your opponent. The RNG works out. And on this journey to Legend, through Diamond Rank 1, it has been very consistent for me. So we've successfully played around Defile. If he runs Hellfire, who runs Hellfire anymore? Then maybe that's a problem. But you can't play around that. And that's another win. Feels pretty good. Starting to feel a little bit guilty though. So, the final boss. Another mage, and this is how it's been in the past during the August season. I would get to the final game before Legend, and it would be a Quest Mage that would knock me back down the ladder. Loatheb was instrumental in helping us earlier to beat a Quest Mage. Will he be instrumental again? Will he even be needed? That's the question. We could just go wide on the board and still create enough pressure to win the game. But it'll be a race to create that pressure. A race against his quest shenanigans. So Fellstalker, hoping for that good RNG. We want to hit that minion. A 1 in 3 chance of getting the fist. Oh, hits face. Well, hey, at least we got the fist, right? It didn't hit the target we wanted, but at least we got it. This is one of the things about Discardlock that can make it unattractive for some people. You know, it's too high-rolly, perhaps. Too swingy. Sometimes you discard the wrong cards, and you just get screwed. But some would say that's what makes it fun. And I can see how it can be quite a polarizing deck in terms of people's views of it. But here it looks like the Quest Mage is just doing Quest Mage things. How many spells is he going to get back to hand? Actually, Evocation, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting him to play the Elemental. Interesting. And that's really good for us. He is now lacking in resources. And we have all the resources in the world. With substantial card draw here. And I think at this point, we do not need the imps anymore. We've drawn what we need. You would hope that this hand would be enough to win the game for us, given the lack of resources in his hand, but that is a giant. In any world, would you ignore the giant and just go face with everything, including the Soulfire? Or perhaps play the Doomguard, go face for 10? My strategy here is just to play some cheap demons, but was the face strategy a better one? I'm thinking I need to kill this giant. I cannot risk leaving it up. Because if you want to talk about swings and high rolls, Quest Mage can surprise you with quest completion. Strange things can happen. Quests can suddenly be completed before you know it, and then you're just dead. And for those that say Quest Mage is a brainless deck, at times it can feel like that, but at other times there are decisions to be made in terms of ordering of cards. And I like the card draw here. And that's pretty decent. We get the trigger on the egg. I'm a big fan of this card. I really am. It's terrible against Defile, but in terms of wide board presence, it's pretty sweet. And another giant. Now on the last turn, maybe I wasn't very efficient with my mana usage, so maybe there was some misplaying involved. This does not get me the silverware golem on the board, so maybe that turn could have been planned out a bit better. But do I care at this point? Do I honestly care? I've got this wide board. He has not completed his quest. I'm really close to winning this game. Okay, there's the mana cyclone that we didn't see previously. He's going face. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess he's just saying to me, okay, that's ice block. You could pop the block, but I'm going to try and kill you on the following turn. Maybe that's his only out. And so we pop the block, and we have to clear the board. The question is, what's the best way of doing that? And do I dare tap on this turn? I guess we want to preserve the 8 attack Tiny Knight. That is perhaps the least vulnerable to any significant AoE that he manages to discover to try and save him. Okay, so ask yourself the question, how do you lose from here? How do you lose from here? We've already seen a couple of giants. Even with quest completion now, surely he wouldn't have the firepower to take me down. To get through the taunt and to be able to hit my face. Well, that was a good pickup for him. My board is looking a bit smaller. And bloody hell, rolling fireball. Are you kidding me? If there ever was a moment to be tilted in a game of Hearthstone, this would be it. And you just sort of think, how? And it causes you to get tilted to the point where you misplay. And so you misplay because you're stressed, because you feel this game slipping away from you. You panic and you misplay. I should have played the Voidwalker and the Merchant on that turn. Thinking about how this turn is now going to go, it probably would have prevented 8 to the face if I'd had the taunt up. Now he's hunting for a spell here that can save him. Should he just have pinged off the Merchant? Would that have been better for him? Surely that would have been better for him. I mean, they get 2 taunts to hand. But, interesting turn of events. Just as I felt the game was slipping away from me, he concedes and we get legend. But I can't help but feel that I played that game badly, especially at the end. But I'll take legend. I will absolutely take legend, especially against Quest Mage. I will take legend. So, ZelKnow's, a discard Warlock. Give this deck a try if you have the cards, because I honestly think that Loatheb can make a massive difference in a mage meta. I think Expired Merchant and Loatheb can just be fantastic. And I really, really like Boneweb Egg. I think in terms of board presence, I think it's valuable. Whether it is going to remain a staple part of Discardlock going forward, I think remains to be seen. I think the card needs to have a bit more evaluation. As each Hearthstone expansion progresses, and as we move from one expansion to another, in wild mode especially, there are more and more cards that are made available. And there is a period of evaluation needed. A card can seem good initially, but as you play more with it, it's not as good as you thought it was. And I think Boneweb Egg fits into that category. We shall see how it performs in the future. So, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Forgive the misplays. When I did hit Legend with this deck, it was very early on a Saturday morning, and I'd been up till 2 AM the night before, so I was quite sleepy. But look, if I can hit Legend with this deck when I'm sleepy and tired and misplaying like crazy, you guys can hit Legend too with it. So give it a try if you have the cards. Discardlock is also cheap. It's 4,480 dust. Not expensive comparative to some of the other tier 1 meta decks. But do remember, it is a high rolly, swing heavy deck. Sometimes the RNG works, sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully, if you try this deck, the RNG will be with you. So, do take care of yourselves, everyone. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, stay safe and stay well. And I will see you all again very soon, as always, for more Hearthstone fun.